We are in the most northern part of Banff National Park, and with Kenzie, and with Alex, and with the big blonde dog Oakley, and I think this is Mackenzie's first time in Banff National Park.
Yes.
One of the first spots, as soon as you get inside the park, on the northern spot, you come across Bow Lake. And there's a little glacier trail. So we're gonna come check that out as well. We're gonna go do a little tiny hike to find some glaciers and waterfalls. There's like kind of a little beach here. So yeah, this is the shoreline of the wonderful Bow Lake.
Oh, it's so clear too. And it's really cold.
Yes, it would be. It's all glacier fed. It would be super cold. The parking lot is fair size, but it's still kind of small. There's a lookout on the far other side of the lake back there. Way on the other side, there's a lookout there if you just want to see the lake. If you want to come and walk around, there's a gift shop, and then there's like a little red hut over there, but everything seems to be closed, a little cafe. I don't know if they just didn't have enough employees. There's a lot of stuff in the parks right now that are closed that are normally open. So after you've passed the washrooms and you get past all the tourists that are hanging out, you kind of walk around. So on one side you have kind of like the meadow, and behind us here, and it's kind of open, which is kind of nice because the trees are scarce and it still gives you a good view around. And then on your left side, on the south, you get a good view of the lake. So about halfway up the trail, you get to the end of the lake, and you got a nice glacier-fed stream that's kind of crisscrossed all throughout the meadow here. Very pretty. And it's feeding the Bow Lake all right up in here. Then the trail carries on alongside the little stream here, and you get to see various parts of the lakes that's even down there that you really can't see from the parking lot for sure. Look how, like, it doesn't even look blue at the far end of the lake over there. It looks very cyan.
Yeah, no,
It's super deep color.
Yeah.
You can't see all the different shades, and I don't know why it does that. You'll have these clear-cut lines of where it's shallow and deep, and the different color and tones of blues in the water. So as soon as you get to kind of the mouth of the river, it narrows up, and then there's a little steep part that Oakley had a hard time getting up, but he made it up. And then you're kind of walking on a little bit of a ridge, and it loops around this little tiny, you're back to the stream basically. So I mean, if you had rubber boots, you could have just walked right through the stream anyways. But we didn't bring our rubber boots today. And I see you looped full back around the stream, then back into an open plateau, and we can kind of see the waterfalls kind of peeking up in behind us there. And around the 3-kilometer mark, you come back down from the ridge a little bit and back walking alongside the little stream, and then you come across this big, it's another mountain pass, and you can even see exactly where you're going ahead of you. You can see the path ahead, you can see the waterfalls slightly, you can see the main path going upwards. They look like giant steps from here, which is kind of nice. And then you're almost completely surrounded by the mountains in this big open area. So now once you reach the other end of this plateau, you actually find the spot where this river narrows down to hardly nothing. Really 6 feet across, 10 feet at the most. Kind of crazy. You can see it right here where it kind of narrows out. But yeah, obviously drops down significantly and kind of zigzags back and forth and cut a nice hole across the rocks here. And Alex and Oakley found a good spot in the shade. Cool there? She said it's really cold there. As you're going up the last incline part, there's a couple little trails, one in particular that kind of ekes out away, because you're actually coming up over top of this to get to the higher part, to get to the waterfall. So there's this gorgeous little trail that heads down to the gorge. That's the word I was looking for before, which is the gorge. You gotta be super careful down here. There's nothing stopping you from going. So the girls are finally happy because we've passed the last steep part, and it goes up slightly more a little bit here, but it's pretty mild. And you got these big steps that you can go up, which is very, very cool. And then you get on top of another little valley. You can see these gorgeous waterfalls in behind us, and you can see even more down the creek flowing down from above the glaciers on the more southern part here. There's actually a lake on top of where this waterfall is, and it's flowing down, and I think that creek rejoins here. So there's some melting from the glacier over there, and then there's some coming from the lake from the waterfall. Well, I left my daughters behind with Oakley. They didn't want to finish all the way to the end here, which is an ongoing trend with the kids, but they were good troopers and made it out here anyways. So they're about half a kilometer back and just hanging out in the shade. They have a great view of the waterfall, from over there, but they obviously can't see the bottom, and that's where we are right now. It's a horsetail waterfall at the top, and it seems like it pools and turns over and turns into this other segmented horsetail waterfall as well on the sides. So we're gonna go have a look here as close as we can get, but it seems like you can get all the way right beside the waterfall if you really wanted to. We're gonna give it a good go here. Well, I keep going up, but I'm dreading coming back down because all the rock at this point is all wet, and it's gonna be a dandy to get back down here. This is the wonderful waterfall feeding Peyto Lake. Actually, it's a waterfall with a lake above, and then there's another glacier on the other side where this creek meets down a little bit closer. But yeah, good workout. Good workout the kids didn't get to see, but we got it on video. This is Eric Tremblay. These are my adventures. Explore Alberta, everyone. Grab your maps and draw X's on them and figure out where the fuck you can have a good time. Over and out.